Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Connor. I'm here with my father,
Kevin.
And today it is time. I feel like I've been saying this every record that we do because it's just the long-awaited album. Like, we've been getting to albums that people have been requesting for months. This is one that's been requested since we started doing hip-hop. Danny Brown, Atrocity Exhibition. You've seen the cover?
I've seen the cover. I've heard Danny Brown on One Train. Rough Criminals interview with him, and I thought he was a really cool guy.
He's a funny dude.
Funny dude, and Rough is a big, huge fan, so I'm really interested to get into this. I remember his vocalizations. I really, really liked.
Track number 1, Downward Spiral.
I'm sweating like I'm in a rave. Been in this room for 3 days. Think I'm hearing voices. Had a threesome last night. Ain't matter what it comes. Couldn't get it hard. Trying to stuff it inside. Had to fuck them both rock. Keep my fingers crossed. It's a downward spiral. Gotta figure it out. I gotta figure it out. I gotta figure it out. Everybody say you got a lot to be proud of. Been hard this whole time. Don't realize what I done. Cause when I'm all alone, feel like no one care. Isolate myself and don't go nowhere. Smoking blunt after blunt. Cause it's the downward spiral.
Hear that?
Yeah.
Whatever that.
Sounds like a guitar or something.
Yeah. It's guitar. That's fucking cool. I have to say, okay, this has hit me on a couple of fronts. And yesterday I spent the day with somebody in the hospital all day, right? Mm-hmm. And I was in the emergency ward and I was seeing people come in, addictions and all this stuff, right? That song right there, when I was just listening to it, I just picturing yesterday, and I'm reading the lyrics, and I'm just thinking of the people that are coming in, the shit that they've been through. I saw the people coming in bent over and strung out and stuff like that. Love his voice, man. Like something about his voice. It's real. It's really real.
Mm-hmm. Track number 2, Tell Me What I Don't Know.
Street smart, PhD.
Wow.
Dropped out for a slanging degree. Not on me, keep the doubles off me, cause we was living in hell, couldn't afford property. Chasing cash, one lane going wrong way till I crash. Teacher found my sack going nowhere fast. Tell me what I don't know. Last night, homie got killed at the liquor store. Shot my nigga on the way to get a Sweatshirt. Thinking we was grown men, really loved niggas. Jumping dope fiends, that's owing us with credit.
This is really original shit I haven't heard before.
Slice your tomato with your oars for the lettuce. Running through the sack of D, sorta like Jerome Bettis. Nah, I eat it, the outcome. Hook hit the block, hit the stash, and they found some. Blockers all up for a bag of some pistols. No, last night, homie got killed at the liquor store. Shot my nigga on the way to get a Sweatshirt. Breaking down the weed when the call got received. Tell me what I don't know.
Man, the music is really different, man.
In a good way different?
Yeah, no. Like really experimental and...
Tell me what I don't know. Tell me what I don't know.
The music in this is... This is the second track in, and it's very hypnotizing. It's something I haven't heard in hip-hop yet. Mm-hmm. I haven't, right?
Not to this level, at least.
Not to this level.
You've probably heard little bits and pieces of elements like this.
But this this is like both songs in a row right now are very, very different. They're very spacey. Also, like I can't explain it. The high,
it's hard to explain this record.
No, I get feeling of Kid A with some, like, I'm talking musically, Kid A with some Pink Floyd and stuff like that all mixed in, right?
Yeah.
Which is
turned into hip hop. Yeah, and then I haven't heard that combination before. I really haven't heard. And then his delivery, his flow and stuff is not like a standard flow, right? No, not at all.
So it is. I'm liking it because it's just so original. Mm-hmm. This is for me sort of like the first time, and I have to say this is like when I first heard Blonde. When I first heard Blonde, I was like, "Whoa, what is this?"
Yeah,
I'm having a "Whoa, what is this?" moment. I know we've listened to Nas and stuff, but I know that I've heard that type of stuff before.
You hear it and you're like, "This is just great." but I can kind of see where it's going. I can kind of expect this.
Yeah, you can get a good feeling, and it's great. You know what I mean? That's the key.
This is different in that way, where it's
very different, and I can tell you, like, this is something I don't know if it's just my mood that I'm in right now, but we spoke before we went on camera, and the Connor says, "Are you ready for this?" Because I've had a rough day yesterday, and today wasn't the best day. It's actually fitting
the mood.
It's actually fitting the mood I'm in. Like it's weird in one of those ways, right? Because you were thinking that maybe I needed to listen to something calm and all that kind of stuff. But it's actually I'm understanding it, and I think Danny's just the way it's coming out is sort of hitting me, and it's I don't know, man. We've had these things.
They always work out like this.
It's
right?
always weird. It's just strange. Like something else happens, and then I don't know what we're doing, and then we go do it, and then I'm like.
And it's not like I planned this album because you had a shitty day yesterday. It's like we've had this planned for a week, right?
Yeah, but you know what? You probably wouldn't have planned this if I had a shitty. You know what I mean? If I had a shitty day, you'd go, I'm definitely not doing Danny Brown, right?
Yeah, I would have chose something different, something
else,
chill.
Something really chill, right? But it's somehow working for me right now, and it's making me feel good.
Track number 3, Rolling Stone.
Right, like this is cool, man.
Yeah.
Just release me. But I like that money. No, I'm just nigga rich. Even if she fuck me, I still know life a bitch. Fucked up, that's the way it is.
The bass is great, Connor.
Riding around with the windows out, smoking like it's 10 of us. Chest me in the back seat with the driver pumping on my sleeve. I don't even really know.
His
cool.
phrasing is wicked there.
He's got such a unique flow and voice.
Yeah.
I love it so much.
No looking back, head first in that deep end. Leather like a rolling stone. When I die, I leave alone. Getting high, I feel low, but we all know life goes on.
That's a bass is really driving this thing, man. I can really relate to this song on some levels.
Mm-hmm. How so?
Well, just how you interpret, like in my mind, when I go through my anxiety shit, in my mind I feel so alone, just release me. And there's parts of the lyrics I'm not getting everything right.
Of course,
everything doesn't fit to me. It's Danny, and it's his life and stuff like that. But I think that just that whole feeling of this thing, that whole tempo and that, you said earlier this might not be the album today, and this is the third song in, and I'm really feeling this album, man.
Yeah, and the bass on this.
The bass really made it, man.
Yeah,
nice and soft. Yeah, they're doing something special here. Again, we've talked about how hard somebody plays an instrument and stuff like that. In this, everything so far has sort of been soft, and so when Danny's voice comes in, it's not. You don't have two things competing. Yeah. So it's nice to have when he comes in with his voice, especially when he does the higher stuff.
It would be tougher to listen to if the instrumentation was loud and then
just
came in.
Yeah,
loud.
but it's such a nice mix of the two, right? That was really nice, and I think it says Petite Noir.
Yeah, it seems the chorus.
Great voice, and it's very dark, very dark, but very done very, very, very well, right?
Track number 4, Really Dough.
Like she getting vitamins and minerals. I be on them chemicals. She be on my testicles. Poke her with my tentacle. Then put her on my schedule. Pulling up the vegetables. Rapping with that special flow. Every day a fashion show. You stay cook that calico and serve like John Macaron.
I love the lyrics on this.
You stay salad on my blow. Now a nigga living good. I done
That was his voice there, eh? Oh, cool. That was fire, man.
Still wicked as Alistair. Crowley niggas know me well. When you're getting money, nigga, every day is sunny. I'ma act a ass on that donkey, let her pull my ponytail. Took my mama wedding ring, took that bitch to show and tell. Now I'm married to the
squeak.
gang to no avail. Rounded me for like a month. Now I'm getting high as fuck. Half the shit on my rider, I don't even want. The fan is for us, the Henny's for the sluts. Givenchy bikers with the rap rips, ball main, bod mine, bathing Nate by my dick. Solo holder prophecies, atrocities exhibition. Oh yeah, now a nigga living good, but good could be better. I wish a motherfucker would.
They say I got the city on fire. Really though, like really though.
I love the scratches, man.
Yeah.
Got the city on fire.
There's the creepy shit again.
Yeah. Creepy chords.
Creepy, those
stuff
those
just going
bells.
on in the back.
Yeah, someone's gonna fucking stab somebody.
Really though, like really though. Life is like an appetite, a truth and dare. I double dare your life to end in vain before the end is near. Watch out for the love lost. Bet 1,000, shoot 1,000. Things a nigga do for thousands. Made a million counting sheep. Gave it all to public housing. Murder one you heard of from the ref did the all day madness. Got it off to wipe it off the evidence, the blood on mattress.
Oh, those stoppages are.
My zoo cannot fit the cages. This booth is not used to faking. My crew just love confrontation. My bitch is way beyond basic. That's life insurance, car insurance, good pussy insurance. Hey, look what I'm doing. Hey, riding in foreigns. When I'm done, that's when the rank stop. They say I got the city on fire. Really though, like really though.
Chorus is fucking really good, man.
Kendrick kills the chorus.
That's beautiful, man.
I ain't booming, that's a goddamn lie. Whoa, really though.
I think he's doubled there, right? That's him, Kendrick twice.
Listen, wish a motherfucker would, Brown. I had to put my foot down. You gon' keep talking or we locking it up. And I'm the type of nigga it ain't never been an honor to judge. You been the same motherfucker since 2001. Well, it's the left-handed shooter, Kyle Lowry the pump. I'm at your house like, why you got your couch on my chucks? Motherfucker, fucker.
Wow, man, that's a two artist short of one train track, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Right,
Yeah.
that's Earl and okay, Kendrick takes it, right?
Yeah.
Seriously, in this track,
With
Kendrick
this chorus.
This chorus just absolutely kills it. And Earl's is fucking hot. It's hot, man. This is a good track. I love the creepy shit that's going on because that really makes it's a cohesiveness that's holding this album so far together. So it's ding 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 ding, like something is happening, just like the album cover. There's something freaky going on.
Yeah, just all around. Everything is.
There's something creepy and I get in all the lyrics too, which is fantastic, right?
I like Danny's verse a lot. He's when he opens the song, just talking about a lot of sexual stuff, and that's funny.
Smoking on that hoe want my piccolo, smoking on that mistletoe, make her kiss all of it while we chop on the 24s. Looks like a centerfold mouth and my genitals sucking on it like she's getting vitamins and minerals.
Yeah, that's fun. he's got some funny lyrics.
Is Danny's from what I saw in the rough interview? He's a little bit older, right?
I think he's in his 30s. I think.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
Because I saw him in his studio when he was doing the thing. He looked like he was just a little bit older.
Yeah, I think he's. I don't know exactly his age, but I believe he's in his 30s.
Yes, he's closer to me then, right?
Yeah. Closer to you closer than he is to me. I think probably. Yeah. He's because he has been around for a bit.
Yeah.
He didn't get mainstream success until a little later into his career, but
like at this time or before.
A little before this, he got he got a lot of recognition in the hip hop world, and now I think he's kind of, I wouldn't say he's like a household name, but he's any hip hop fan usually knows who he is.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll keep going.
Okay.
Track number 5, Lost.
Oh, we lost in the thrill of it all.
Yeah, doesn't sound like that.
Frank.
No. Track number 5, Lost.
I'm like cool brick with 2 bricks and hoes on the string. Off a 2-piece, a 2-pick, I flick and I preach. About how I'ma get this money out here up in the streets. I'ma chill with this freak, sniff a gram and a half. Plus a pussy juicy, Jurgen Shalimar curl bag. While she drawing me up afro, the blood then pack. Jiggle the giggle, her booty can do nothing but laugh. Wrote $100 bill, now my son and it's all clear. Black screen porno, watching Asa Akira on the balcony, drunk like the world is mine. Staggering and
Wow, that voice is fucking me up.
Yeah.
Timing.
I'm about to get. Dog, I'm trying to eat, so I'm staying in the kitchen. Lost in the sauce, but a nigga still stiff. Packing up them bags, but a nigga ain't tripping. Cutting up the hall, like the yard ain't pissed. I'm like Spielberg with ill words and hoes on that curb. Gotta screw loose, I'm cool, mentality to start. Made a name for myself, you can serve on that curb. Now my words went for bird like a front you a zip. Made $1 million in a year and I
Does that lady fuck you up?
No.
Oh, she's fucking me up timing-wise.
Gotta have a hard back, cause these niggas gon' whip. So fuck waiting around, nigga, I'm about to get. Dog, I'm trying to
Yeah, I can see how this one's hard to follow along with just
The
because
lyrics,
the,
yeah. Because she's going.
Yeah. I mean, very impressive how he raps over this, though.
Oh, for sure, man. Fuck, that's hard. Kudos to him, man, because I was absolutely, totally lost.
No pun intended. But Lost, yeah, you said the sample was hard to...
The sample
it's
for
hard
me...
hard to follow.
It was really hard for me to follow lyrically, and I was reading the lyrics, but the way that woman's sample is meandering in and out is such an off time thing for me. It was really hard to get a good grasp on that song. But the lyrics were cool, right? And Danny's voice is cool, right?
Yeah.
But I just didn't get too much of a hard on that, right? Like verbal parkour with the metaphors. I want to try to fucking flow on this shit someday.
Okay, you want to pull up track number 6? Track number 6, Ain't It Funny?
Ooh, nice. Holy fuck. Holy shit. That's a big boom, eh? This is super fat, eh?
Yeah. The bass.
The bass and that bottom end. I like that entrance to it. Then it comes in. Boom.
Yeah.
This is my favorite track so far.
Yeah.
It's fucking good.
It's so cool.
It's so good, man. That was ball busting, crack stimulating, fucking great music, man.
Yeah.
So good.
A really cool sample, the way the drums come in, and then just Danny's flow over top of it.
Oh my god. But you know what? The pre-chorus, right? It gives you gives that thing, and then wow, it's funny how
it comes in so fast.
Yeah,
and it flows really well from Lost. There's like a little bit we kind of missed it because of the
incident.
Yeah, you had to leave for a second, but the after Lost, there's this because Lost is this sample. It's really just the sample and him rapping, and it's just the sample kind of going playing around with the sample, and then there's this TV static that plays, and then Ain't It Funny just comes in, and
Boom.
it comes in so hard, and yeah, I don't know, that's probably my favorite or second favorite track off the album.
Okay. So for me, that's my favorite so far off this album. That was a bomb, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And what's cool is you'll hear. Let me just show you from Lost. Like the end of Lost, it starts like this. You'll hear the transition. It's like, and then it goes into that.
Yeah.
What's funny, or not funny, but just cool, is I think the Ain't It Funny video, I don't know if he must have planned this, beforehand, because there's the TV, like that's that TV static.
Yeah.
Ain't it funny?
Does the album cover look like Static?
A little bit, but the music video is really cool. It's this like sitcom thing with Danny Brown, and he's like this alcoholic, drug addicted, and in the family. I don't know. You should watch it later, but it's really cool. But I find it cool that he adds the TV static to transition, because the music video also is this TV themed sitcom thing going on, which is really cool. But anyway, we'll keep going. Fantastic track. One of my favorite Danny Brown tracks of all time.
He had some fucking serious drug shit going on, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know what you said about the Mac Miller thing. This is continuous, man, about fucking Xanax and...
and every drug you can think of.
You can think of, yeah.
Track 7, Golddust.
Bustin' up a flake looking like Golddust. Nigga get a whip of this uncut. Bloody Mary's at brunch. From last night still drunk. Cause the Adderall, nigga, that was my lunch. Left gun truck. Don't have a sock. My cell phone, no, mine. Numbing up with drugs to suppress these felons. Nigga, what's the recipe for a good time? Whole lot of liquor while you doing coke line.
Look at that.
That guitar riff.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Can't nobody tell me no. A nigga pass me that block. Have no clues on the far side line. Where most with a dime, but my tolerance strong. Been cursed on the line. Whole family at it. Blood through my bloodstream. Like I gotta have it. Take a step aside. I'm not so horrific. It makes sense that I hide. Take a look aside. Scared you for life. This is the way. Nigga, step inside.
Fuck, this is different.
It's cool, man.
It is. It's...
Mimosa for breakfast. What I take home from Texas. Ass so fat, think she get it from my mama. Came a long way, hitting thoughts and spots. Now fuck porn stars at a church covered white. Spread the rice to the bird on. Bitch, take a shirt on. Will I all last? Will $100 bill blowing money fast?
This would be fun to see live.
But this music fits the theme, man. The music really fits the theme of this, of the energy and the shit that's going on in this lyrically, man.
Every track so far has really fit the...
Yeah.
And it's kind of compensated in different ways. I mean, there's songs where it's not as heavy. Like I think of Downward Spiral, where it kind of sounds like he's less focused, more like he's kind of rapping like if he would be laid back, like smoking and nude in his kitchen or something like that.
He's right in your face.
Yeah, in your face, and the music really follows that.
Yeah, especially when that guitar comes in, right? Mm-hmm. I'm hoping it's a guitar. It sounds like a guitar.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a guitar. Yeah.
You know, it's funny. Again, there's certain lyrics that
stick out to
me, like the drinking, right? Bloody Mary's at brunch from last night, still drunk. I did so much of that shit that I look back and, you know, partying till 2 a.m. and then waking up and then going right out and fucking finding a place that was open so I could fucking just drink, so I wouldn't have to deal with a hangover. So I'd still be drunk again. But there's a bad cyclical thing, right? Because you drink all day that day and then you wake up Sunday and you go, fuck, I need to have another drink, right?
And that's how it just keeps going.
Yeah, as I'm drinking a beer at 2 o'clock in the afternoon right now. So cheers, everybody.
Yeah.
Danny is definitely one of a kind, and I don't think I have heard anything like this.
Well, I was just going to say
of
this,
any sort.
This kind of this record, I feel like just opens another door into your world of seeing hip hop's versatility.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I feel like, you know, there's certain albums we do and you're like, okay, that's cool, but it sounds kind of like this one.
Yeah.
But then occasionally we'll come across one and be like, I didn't even know this is what hip hop could sound like.
Yeah. You know, and I'm gonna make a comparison to two different styles of hip hop from what we've listened to and why I'm sort of navigating closer to this. Is that we listened to Playboi Carti and it didn't really do anything for me, and I think that for me, the delivery of these lyrics, and it for a good chunk comes down to the lyrical content for me. Mm-hmm. I understand them, and they're sort of like very clear cut, and I understand what's going on, and it's there. And with Playboy's stuff that we did at Christmas, a whole lot of red and stuff like that, there was a lot of stuff that was just so far out of my I didn't understand.
Didn't resonate with you.
It didn't
at all.
resonate with me because I didn't get it, right. And fair, maybe I'll just fucking get a glossary and write out a bunch of the things that were in there, and then give it another listen as a fair shake, because that's also, I found that very experimental and totally different. That was when I heard that at Christmas time, like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, it is definitely experimental, in a similar way as Danny Brown's project, but I get what you mean with the lyrical content on there.
Yeah.
That's kind of why when we did Astroworld, I said, like, as much as I love Astroworld, I think is going to be another one of those modern classic hip hop records. But although Travis's lyrics are, I'd say there's definitely more relatable stuff than some of Playboy's lyrics, for me at least. I still thought it would have been better if you listened to that album without the lyrics and just enjoyed what they were doing musically and what they were, how the performances were. So some albums I think are better like that. Yeah. But if you're, an album like this, you want to have the lyrics up because it's, I don't know, he puts it in a way that's a lot, I don't want to say easier to digest, because I get what you mean. I don't think it's an old thing because I'm young and I listen to a whole lot of Red and I don't get any connection to the lyrics. Yeah. I like some tracks off Whole Lot of Red for the sound and the energy that they have, but I don't
and I fully understand that when people are saying that, that whole, there's people, I had this conversation with a good friend on Sunday about some stuff he listens to that it's just, he's literally just listening to it for the music, but when he does give it a second listen, that if it doesn't really resonate with him lyrically, he sort of falls out of love with it because it's like it's great and all that kind of stuff, and he gets some emotion out of it. But when the two don't marry up, and that was nice to hear because I thought I was the only fucking kook in the world. Right?
No, not at all.
Who takes lyrics so to heart, right?
Track number 8, White Lines.
Whoa.
Smoke so much I think. Drink so much I think I make to walk the plank. Bitchin' on my rank. Yo, bitch, it's in the jelly getting in the thighs. You know how we go. She chose, we roll. She in the room taking off her clothes.
I want to see him in the vocal booth do this.
Yeah.
Fucking be fun.
Some people can't get into his voice.
Can't? I think it's fucking incredible.
I love it, but some people it just throws them off.
No, he says it.
Dark, very dark lyrics, but...
What's that?
I said dark lyrics on this track.
Very dark lyrics. Oh, that sweeping going. Well, I've heard another Cocaine song, which is amazing because there's not a ton of songs like about cocaine. There is lots, but
there's lots, but less nowadays.
Less nowadays, yeah.
I'd say when was like peak cocaine writing?
Well, for me, it was like I grew up with. I remember hearing it on the radio, Eric Clapton, right? Yeah. When you want to get down on the ground, cocaine. And I remember hearing that, going, how can he say that on the radio? Yeah. Like, how could he be talking about drugs on the radio? I remember hearing, going, holy fuck. And the 80s was pretty big. Yeah, the 80s was a big coke time. I used to go to this one place where we jam, and then there was a room of just people, and then I walked by it on the way. It was a big warehouse, right? And there was just like the coke room. Yeah, there's 4 couches, and all the girls were doing coke, and I was never into coke, so I'd look at the room, grab my beer, go plug in my guitar.
When was the first time you saw someone doing coke?
That was probably then. Yeah, that was probably then. It was the first time. It was a bit of a shock because the whole room was filled, and like I think there was 3 brown couches and then a table, and everybody was just in there snorting coke, and that was. What about you?
Yeah, no, I forget the first time I remember seeing people do coke at a party, but I remember it was that's one of the things that was like it's a big shock for you. I don't know, at least for me.
It was for me too.
Like when I was at parties in high school, people smoking weed, people drinking. It was normal.
Yeah.
But when you see, and cigarettes too and stuff, but when you see some people doing coke, like I forget where it was at a party, and I was just like, whoa, like that's some fucking next level shit.
That's
like,
exactly, that's how I felt. Yeah.
Things have escalated here.
Yeah.
And then the older you get and the more parties, the more clubs you go to, you realize then coke kind of just gets mixed in there with like, oh yeah, people at parties are smoking weed, drinking, doing coke, cigarettes. But at first it's one of those things that you just shocks you right away.
Yeah. You know what? I'll tell you, I've never been one for anything that gives me upward
Speed.
Upward energy. Yeah. I'm already high going fucking high octane all the time, right? So I'm one for shit that brings me down, you know.
No, coke has no appeal to me either. I mean, I like being chill.
So do I. I like the chill factor, and then and anything that would make me go the other way would not work for me, man. I'd just be twitching, you know. I'm not even good with fucking coffee, man. It looks like I was going to cry there. Coffee. If I have a too strong a coffee or espresso or whatever like that, I'm twitching, man. I got fucking eye twitches and my arms are going. Oy, oy, oy.
Oh, that's me. I mean, that's probably like I like lattes and stuff, but if I get something too strong, if I touch a coffee that's a little too much, or I have a little too much coffee in one day, I start to fucking go.
Isn't it crazy how that does that, eh?
Yeah.
Like it's weird how like it's something like, you know, a coffee. I never thought a coffee would affect me that much and give me the twitches and shit like that and make me.
How many teas can you have in a day before you start to get a little twitchy? Have you?
People have told me that tea has more than coffee, right? But like I have
I think the thing is, and correct me if I'm wrong, any experts out there, I think tea has a higher, more caffeine than coffee, but the way that it's extracted gives you less. So when you have it, you know, you put a tea bag in, you're not getting all that caffeine.
Yeah.
But technically, I think it does have more than coffee.
Oh, okay. Because I'm gonna put my hand up. I'll have like 4 or 5 cups a day.
Yeah, this is my 3rd tea, and I'll probably have about 2 more today.
Yeah.
But I haven't had coffee today.
Yeah.
If I have coffee, I try to lower down my tea drinking. But I'm gonna look into that actually afterwards. I forget where I read that stat, or if someone told me about
or is it how long the bag stays in the water?
I don't know. Something to do with, because you've heard that people say that tea actually has more caffeine.
I always hear that, yeah.
Yeah, I hear that, but I think the thing is tea has more caffeine, but you don't get as much of the caffeine when you're drinking tea as opposed to coffee, because put coffee through that whole process of, you know, what's it, that...
Bodum and French press.
French press and all that shit, so... I don't know. I'm not a coffee expert.
Well, I know your mom's like highly addicted because like if I don't make her, I make her in that little Italian thing, whatever. It's the aluminum Italian. You see it right in the morning from Italy, and it's pretty strong, right? And if I don't give her that, like she's got a fucking killer headache.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Or she's like, her head is killing her. She needs caffeine. Like it's crazy, right?
No, caffeine withdrawals are real. Luckily, I don't get those because I don't drink coffee every day.
Yeah.
You know, I'll have tea. And then some days I can go without having either. Or if I did a little while where I just did herbal tea.
Yeah.
With no caffeine. But no, it's a real thing. I mean, people kind of overlook it because it's coffee. But when it's something that's causing you withdrawals, I think or if you reach the point where you're having withdrawals when you don't have your coffee, I think it's probably a sign to tone it down a bit, you know, maybe take a break for a day.
Yeah.
Or not a day, but take a tolerance break. Try to have less
few
coffee.
Days or something,
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? When I was singing a lot, a friend of mine got me into peppermint tea because I was drinking tea and then lots of tea. And then I'd go into the studio and I'd drink like 4 or 5 beers. But man, I tell you, the beers just fucked my throat.
Oh, really?
Well, it made it it brought it down like 2 fucking semitones. I don't know. I totally went deeper.
But peppermint tea was good.
Peppermint tea, I was like, fuck, I don't want to drink peppermint tea. I want to drink beer. But I had some of the best vocals every time I did that. I just drank peppermint tea, kept going. It did something to the vocal cords. But as soon as I got into the beers and then we were recording. Like I'm
could hear
having a
it.
beer now, and my voice is getting increasingly deeper.
Yeah.
And if I can take another sip here, watch this. What's the next track?
The next track
The next track is
Pneumonia. Track number 9, Pneumonia. You got it?
I got it. I don't have pneumonia.
Made 30 bands in 30 minutes. Before I count it, I done damn near spent it. Flow sick, nigga, call it pneumonia. I'm on ya. Yeah. Old nigga came in this bitch with a new gun. Yeah. Flip that pussy up just like low man. If that coke burn my nose, I'ma complain. Made 30 bands
That was
in
fucking cool.
30
Yeah. I love this chorus.
Before I count it, I done damn near spent it. Flow sick, nigga, call it pneumonia. I'm on ya. I'm smoking dope, got a half a pound of artichoke. Scale broke, so
That must mean something else, right?
Artichokes?
Yeah.
Just like New Orleans. And she gave me my girlfriend. Only fuck her on the weekend. Mama found some racks and some dirty jeans. Threesome watch, hottest dick came between. Lick the click and she did the macarena.
These lyrics.
In the forest there in my yard. Run that little alcohol. Nigga gotta make a cut. Stay afloat, try not to choke. Made 30 bands in 30
I love that fucking.
The build up to the chorus?
Yeah, I love that snare roll. I love the I'm on you.
Yeah.
How it just ties in with I'm on you.
Put a brick on ya and some brick owns. Flow sick, yeah, call it pneumonia. I'm on it.
Yeah. Some fucking funny lines in that, man. I got a half a pound. Can I hit this right now?
Yeah,
'Cause
actually,
wanna
I
see.
don't actually know what that is.
Let's see. I just want to read this right now. I got a half a pound of artichoke. Oh, just referring to marijuana.
Okay.
That's it. Okay. I thought it was like a different type of. I'm smoking dope. Got a half a pound of artichoke. Scale broke, so we eyeball it. Her titties out, just like New Orleans.
Yeah.
New Orleans. Yeah.
No, I really like the production on that track. Reminds me of the intro in a little bit, a little bit like the intro, Downward Spiral, because of the drums and the offbeat part of it, and then that snare build up right before the big chorus. And I love when he's got big choruses in his songs.
He's definitely different, man. I tell you, he's versatile, one of a kind, and in his voice, and sometimes he goes so high, some like crazy high, right? Mm-hmm. I want to see him in the vocal booth. I just want to see him because
what he looks like doing that.
Yeah, because I watched him in the interview with Rough Criminal, and his voice was just like chill, right?
Yeah,
he's just like, how's it going? But to get up into that, made 40 bands in 30 minutes before I count, right?
Yeah,
I can't even get.
Can't even get close.
We made 40 bands in 30 minutes before I counted. Gone there, spent it.
Yeah, it's so hard to get up there, and that sounded like that. You were able to get a little bit of that highness, but it didn't sound good.
No, yeah.
No
okay.
offense.
Okay, well,
he's able to make it actually sound like he's like that's his natural voice or something like that.
Yeah, I just want to hit this Rick Owens one because I just want to know what that is here.
Rick Owens, the brand.
A kilo of cocaine brick is about $30,000. Therefore, you can buy a Rick Owens jacket, but not that one. Danny Brown has mentioned Owens in the past in this conversation with Tim Westwood. Oh, it's that jacket there.
Yeah, the Rick Owens jacket.
Oh, okay. I didn't know what that was.
Okay, well, we'll go to the next track, Dance in the Water.
Well, this sounds really... This, to me, sounds like... I'm just going to fucking guess. It sounds beautiful. Some symphonics. It's going to be fucking them dancing in the water.
Yeah, strings, very luscious
yeah.
strings, and beautiful piano keys.
Yeah, we're gonna dance. We're gonna dance in the water.
I'll play it from the end of Pneumonia because Pneumonia had a little bit of a cool transition into it. So, track number 10, Dance in the Water.
Was that it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Can you work it? Can you work it? Break it out and just drop it. Wow. Shake it. Don't break it. Bend over and touch your toes.
I said that before.
Well, play it, get down on the floor. Put it on me. Let me tell you what we gon' do. Dance in the water and I get wet.
fuck, this is crazy. He must have had a lot of coke.
Yeah.
You know, one thing I'm gonna have to say before I forget is that one of the cool things about what he's doing is his voice is that he is doing a harmony part, right?
Yes.
I gotta go like this, man.
Move your head.
Seriously. Ah, wait.
Hear those fills there?
What's that?
Hear those fills?
Yeah, yeah. Holy psycho, fucking energetic, cocaine-induced party
Right.
song.
Yeah. That's,
Dance in the water, dance in the water, dance in the water, and I get wet. Dance in the water.
yeah, no, it's a chaotic song.
But it was fun.
It is really
fun.
It's fun to listen to.
Yeah.
And it's one of those. It's another one where you listen to it as a new hip hop listener, and you're like, "How is this hip hop? I didn't even know that hip hop
Yeah, existed like this. Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those crazy things about the genre. It's just so diverse, and there's so many different ways of approaching the genre. You know, when it comes to producing, and vocalizing, and everything.
What is this? What was this? What do you call this? It's like this
I
experimental.
don't. It's under experimental, but I don't know. You could probably come up with terms. There's probably like a million different terms for it.
Yeah. I don't know. For me, it's like this. All these fucking. There's so many categories now of shit, man. It's fucking. There's music, right? Like there's music, and then there's this cock rock, fucking dick, fucking blowing symphonic
dick blowing rock.
Yeah, there's all these fucking subcategories of stuff. It's music, you know, and if you love it, I hate when we start doing that because then it's like, oh, you know what I mean? You just start categorizing people into like, what do you play? Like people always ask me, what do I play? Well, I hated that.
When someone asks you what type of music,
yeah, what type of music do you play? This or this and that. I play a bunch of different fucking ones. I play some blues stuff. I play this. I like to fuck around with this experimental, and I don't know what cock rock is. I've heard that before.
Have you?
Yeah, have you?
Cock rock.
Have you
It's just where you ever seen that video, Quack Like a Duck?
No.
No, we'll watch it after. It's a guy. I think it's off YouTube now, but I think that would qualify as cock rock.
Oh, cock rock is a genre of rock music that emphasizes an aggressive form of the male sexuality. It was style developed in the 60s.
See, I think it stemmed from the Quack Like a Duck video.
You think so? Yeah.
Yeah, which I'll show you later.
Oh, Robert Plant, Led Zeppelin, considered one of the key acts in the development of cock rock.
How's it spelled? C-O-C-K?
Yeah, C-O-C-K, yeah. Characteristics of cock rock is a musical genre. Philip Uslander uses Simon Frith's description of cock rock characteristics. Cock rock performance means an explicit, crude, masterful expression of sexuality. Cock rock performers are aggressive, boastful, constantly drawing audience attention to their prowess and control. Their bodies are on display. Mics and guitars are usually phallic symbols. The music is loud, rhythmically insistent, built around techniques of arousal.
It gets too complicated.
I know, its lyrics are assertive and arrogant, but the exact words are less significant than vocal styles involved. And then, okay,
This album, let's just put it under hip hop, and
yeah.
if we want to categorize it, we'll say experimental hip hop,
Yeah.
which can really categorize a lot of records. Let's just call it music.
Yeah, let's just call it music, right?
Let's not try to define the genres.
It's made by instruments and humans' voices and stuff like that. So let's just call it music.
Okay. Track 11, From the Ground.
Bars with a safety pin. I deserve the finer things. Living on borrowed time, can't think about tomorrow. Cause it's about today, and the million wanna take my place.
You turn around, and now I'm winning. I built it up from the ground.
Oh fuck! I got this. I got the shivery wivers.
Yeah.
I got the shivers. I got the fucking what? Chicken skins?
I love his voice on this track.
Now tell me where you sacrifice your dreams. Got me missing sleep cause my mind on the beat. So while I'm counting bars, y'all beat count sheep. Staring at the ceiling thinking how far I came. Was trapped in the storm but I made it out the rain.
Oh man, Danny just showed me a new level of himself, man. Fucking beautiful, beautiful track. Oh, from the opening it caught me, man.
Yeah. He's just showing his versatility.
Wow. Okay, that for me hit me in a special way, and I got to tell you, last time something hit me in that special way and gave me that kind of feeling was a guy who isn't coming to fucking Vancouver.
Cuddy.
Kids See Ghosts, Reborn.
Mm.
It gave me that type of feeling just now. And you know what? It was so surprising to hear that because we've been in this sort of that chaotic moment.
Yes.
We went to beautiful, calm, Danny at his fucking mid tone, showing his versatility. I like him here.
Yeah, when he's at this lower.
I like it. I really do. I really like it. It's special. It's a special tone. I don't know. I didn't catch the feature on this, but the voice was really good.
Kelela.
Very emotional song. You know what I mean? Lyrically, where he's come from, right? It's a deep song, man. You turn around and now when I built it up from the ground. You stay asleep, I'm going to get it. I built it up from the ground. Very, very cool song, Danny.
I like how the album has these different, ups and downs with the high.
Yeah, I didn't expect this.
Especially right after Dance in the Water.
Yeah. Yeah. There's not many, like when I go back to albums, I'm usually picking certain tracks, and once I go to I'll definitely go back to this one. This just gives me a feeling. I'll be fucking queuing this up in the truck
For sure.
if the truck ever gets running.
Yeah.
That was a really nice surprise on this track. Really, really.
Track number 12, When It Rain.
What it back, go dangerous, on that cat, go tracks man, hit it from the back, DJ stop, bitch let me bang, put that thing in her cup boats, only way you hang is where I knows, be where I say ain't no tropes, y'all niggas lame, y'all ain't like that, here we go, now here we go, ain't no water, how far we gon' grow, ain't no chain, then how we gon' change, no umbrella, we stuck in the rain, drink, oh you ain't know that, when it rain, when it pour, get your ass on the floor now, oh you ain't know that, get better luck when you hear them gunshots go off, clock side on your face,
Fucking waiting for a beat drop.
Boom. Show head gets spot. There ain't hard like this before. They don't do it like this no more. They get on that, get on that, pop on the flop. Oh, you ain't know that. When it rain, when it pour, get your ass on the floor now. Oh, you ain't know that. When it rain, when it pour, get your ass on the floor now. I'm like Bangarella with that blade. Kid don't play when I catch that fade. Shoot a whole party up with them day. Shot down when we hit the DJ. When it comes to jail, always stay crowded. Yo, good fuck, they just go pop. Oh, you ain't know that. When it rain, when it pour, get your ass on the floor now. Pop off when those shots go off.
He's got a serious talent at just being able to flow over anything.
Oh yeah.
Like you could give him the wonkiest beat and he'd probably be able to flow over it.
Yeah. Very interesting use of instruments there, right?
Yeah, it's kind of it doesn't go in the way that you expect it.
Yeah.
You expect maybe pretty quickly for the drums to come in with the
beat drops.
Yeah,
but it waits really, really long,
and
right?
then when the drums do come in, it's not like a kick and hat or kick and snare. I mean, it's just the kick, the doom, 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 doom,
that's it, right?
and then the weird instruments going on. It's one of his more experimental tracks on this record, I'd say. Kind of like Lost, just kind of flowing over something that you don't think he could flow over. Yeah,
but again, you said with his flows, like he could literally flow over anything. Like he's got the ability to like. Bruiser, I can't do it. That's the fucking frustrating thing. Is that I'm going to read the lyrics, but I can't replicate because I'm trying to make a point, right? But I just don't have the talent to do that. As I'm going through this, I'm listening to him do that and thinking like, how hard it is to do it. And I keep giving kudos out to guys who blow flow, man, and just fucking
Like Andre 3000.
yes, and
stuff.
just
Boy.
and just give it, man. It's like have this crazy admiration for that, man, because it's a rhythmic thing that just has to come from within, man. You have to have it. You have to have that thing. You just got to have it. It's
You
like,
either have it or you don't.
yeah, it's like a guy that's Omar Hakim or Yusuf Days when there's like, they're doing the off time stuff, and I keep going back to drums, but it's such a percussive thing, and Danny's just fucking just giving her, man. It's just like one after another, boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, and I just want to know, I'd love to see his writing process, like
Yeah.
I wonder if he does the technique of going in the studio first and just kind of mumbling stuff and then filling in bars later, because he's going so fast over this stuff.
Yeah.
That and the flow is so just, off the wall. It's like, I wonder where he even starts, like how he thinks
The process is something else, right?
Yeah.
To try to get that, and no, it's I got highest admiration for
guys like this.
yeah, just the flow, man. It's just like,
Okay, we'll go to track 13. Track 13 today.
holy fuck.
Watch who you round. Gotta watch they mouth. When them guns come out and them shots ring out, you know what they about. Snakes in the grass getting trapped by rodents. Poke and we smoking, I leave you choking. Hoping you focus so dogs take notice. For a flashlight when you're off like roaches. Make a nigga wanna go and cut his phone off. Cop kill a nigga every day like protocol. Watch the TV, turn on the news. Make a nigga feel like he listen to blues. Everywhere you go, gotta keep that too. Cause you don't wanna end up having to you. So everywhere you go, gotta keep that too. Cause you don't wanna end up having to you. So I say you never know when your time to go. So damn right I do.
Fuck, I'd love to hear some kit in here.
Oh, drum here?
Yeah. Like, you know,
Gotta watch these niggas. Better watch these niggas. For a little bit of crumbs when you're trapped in the slums, they'll pop you, nigga. Fuck all that tough shit, I'm trying to get paid. You ain't about money, nigga, you the same way. End of the day, nigga, tell a new slave. Trust my nigga, you don't wanna go that way. I say you never know when your time to go. I say you never know when your time to go. So damn right.
see, there's some different timing going on here, eh?
Yeah, no, different timing, very experimental. I think if we did want to categorize this album, I think experimental is probably
Yeah,
the
I was
best way
gonna
to
say
go.
now, as we go right now, it's definitely experimental, right?
Mm-hmm.
But man, I could smoke it out, man. I really want to try it right now.
Try to rap.
Watch what you do, man. Got it in the no, fuck. I would not. I would just fucking kill it. That's
Yeah.
something I want to. You know what? I have like these things in my life. I want to be able to spit like some bars. Just 16 bars. And,
Well, you had some good bars in that Bob the Pop Up song.
yeah, but I did that. You know what? Mom was saying like, I did that in 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, you should have spent, but I wanted to do it for his live stream, right?
Yeah.
But I wanted to really sit and write, fucking do something really heavy, but I rushed it out. And she's like, nobody's hearing what you really can do, right? So you got to go spend a couple hours and produce it and write the lyrics. Like I was just going, he's coming on soon. I got to write some lyrics, right?
Yeah. Is he streaming tonight? Could write another song.
Oh, maybe is it Thursday?
Yeah, it's Thursday.
Oh, maybe I have to. Yeah, fuck, I got to get writing.
Get the song ready.
Get another song. But
Shout out Bob. I think he's done a couple Danny Brown records.
has he?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah. Oh, cool. I can go back and listen to them
I
now.
think Danny follows him on Twitter. Or that might be just Rough Criminal, but I know Danny's very
Yeah.
active on social media. Okay, we'll get to the second last track. It's titled "Get High," and it's featuring Be Real.
That's sort of it's a good like a close to a closer for this album, right?
Get High.
Yeah.
Yeah. Track number 14, "Get High."
I'm blowing on some miles, something kinda blue. Sticky icky nugs, real furry butts. This my party pack, call it the Cotton Club. At box in hotels, security knocking. What's that smell? On their way, a fortress scorching, fine toes on porches. Smoke until it's all gone. Now how my bike chip, bitch go Tommy Dorsey on my trombone. I hit the greenery, half a nigga
nigga shaking like he got epilepsy. Hey, hit it twice, then I pass it to the right. Mary Jane, you be the love of my life.
Say you had a bad day and want the stress to go away and get high.
Oh, I like this. This is a great hook,
It's
man.
a funny track.
Every morning I wake up, first thing I roll up before I get my day started. First I gotta wake up and get high.
It's fun. I love this song.
Your landlord knocking, her girl cock blocking. Dealing with this boy shake, smoke up on a constant. Pockets on E, do on your lease. Try to chop it down, so roll up the trees. Problem of today.
So roll up the
smoke it to
trees.
the face. It's only for a moment, but the troubles go away.
Say you had a bad day and want the stress to go away. Just roll up and take the pain away and get high.
I like it. It's good.
I love the chillness of this track, just the instrumental and everything.
I love the elongated
Yeah.
and get high. Oh, there he is again. One more, please. Yeah, he's way down there now.
He's far away.
Yeah, he's fucking leaving with his weed. One more? No, he's gone. That's a great track, man. It reminds me of a lot of my friends, right? I got a lot of friends who just wake up and they bake up and they get on with their day, and that's the first thing they got to do is they got to get stoned. And
Yeah, it's just an anthem about, temporarily getting rid of your problems. Not really, but just
temporarily,
getting
yeah.
high to avoid things. And
you know what? We're gonna get talk about this for a second and about this song and shit like that. Is that self-medicating and I'm a self-medicator, always been, right?
mm-hmm.
I have troubles. I drink some beers, have some drinks, sort of go away for a while, play the guitar, listen to music, chat to people online, do a bunch of shit like that. And people got, I don't know. For me, it's one of those things that helps me just get away. If it's even a couple of beers and just sort of playing guitar for 2 hours or whatever, right? And then this world with the way it is and the anxiety and shit like that of just the world and just being alive, being a fucking human, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's some people need pills, some people need weed, and I don't judge. You know what I mean?
No, me neither.
I don't judge. If people like I said, I got friends who are dealing with things and they have a spliff. They're fucking the nicest guys. They go out, do their work. Do their job. They're not driving. They just go somewhere. I won't say their job, but they're police officers. And they go do their job all day and have a couple of joints during the day, and it keeps them grounded. And they're, you know what?
They're pilots.
Yeah. I think my brother said that. I don't know if he said that. You never, the guys never fucking. You've never seen a guy that's totally baked. Fucking rob a store. Stoned, right?
You'll see drunk guys fucking crash cars, break into places.
Yeah.
You've never see a dude off weed, go into a bank or even the worst he might do is accidentally steal a bag of Doritos on his way out of the 7-Eleven because he forgot that he needed to pay.
Yeah.
And then
and we're not advocating weed. I'm just saying that people have different vices and coping mechanisms in the world, right? And I had a puff 2 weeks ago, and I puffed way too much, and fucking it did not work for me, man.
and you smoked some strong weed, right?
I smoked some strong weed, and I ended up in the closet.
In the dark.
I went in the closet in the dark and put on dark sunglasses, and then I called Connor's sister, said, "Can you bring me up water?" And then she found that weird. So then Connor's mom and that came up, me sitting there. I was just fucking, I'm not
just
feeling
totally out of it,
not feeling good, like in a paranoid state. Thankfully, I went to bed and listened to music and then shook that up. But it was weird, man. I was like, I tried to put on, I don't know why I thought it would work to listen to Pink Floyd.
because that's the go-to getting high thing.
But I think I should have listened to something like just light piano. But I was listening to, "Hello, is there anybody in there?"
No, if I'm having a bad trip on anything, weed, if I'm in a bad state, I don't want to put on anything like Pink Floyd or anything that's gonna fucking make my mind think too much.
Too much, yeah.
I'll put on an episode of The Office or something.
Yeah,
like
I think that's the smart thing I did. Actually, your sister put on what she put on something for me.
TV show.
Oh, she put on Modern Family.
Yeah, I put on something like that. That's not gonna make my brain think. I'm watching The Office and you forget that you're stoned.
Yeah, I felt instantly better watching whatchamacallit, I forget her name.
Spanish woman?
Spanish, yeah.
I forget it. I don't know. I don't watch Modern Family, but I just automatically assume that's the one you're talking about.
Yeah. I felt better watching her.
Track number 15, Hell for It.
Holy Spirit, when I look, I cannot see reflection in the mirror. I broke it with the Judas and I think I see it clearer. Would be amazed all the time I heard I wouldn't make it. I was writing shit that was so damn amazing. Why have these little niggas was there watching that so raven?
Very different background music.
Tripping up and safe, sleeping on the floor in studios, asking God why, but never got the turn from the voice I heard inside to myself every day. The greatest lesson, I'ma give them hell for whatever it's worth, my nigga. I'ma give them hell for it. Unless death come first, my nigga, I'ma give them hell for it.
Sounds cool there.
Had them demons on my back, was escaping through that. Blamed everybody but myself, apologies for that. So they hold a nigga back for the way that I act. Grew up virtually poor, reality's a mask. So my task is inspire your future with my past. I lived through that shit so you don't have to go through it.
I like that bar.
So when I speak, every time talk with me. Radio don't make you ill, get a hit, they feel they self. Respect for lyricism in this game ain't none left. I just wanna make music, fuck being a celebrity. Cause these songs that I write leave behind my legacy. I'ma give them
That was a great song. Hey, wow.
What a way to end the album.
Yeah.
Tell us heaven on earth, my nigga, I'ma give them hell for it. Unless death come first, my nigga, I'ma give them hell for it. I'ma give them hell.
That's super peaceful right now. Well, that was a hot closer, man.
And that's the album.
That was a great closer, man. I love it.
Especially that last verse.
That last verse is killer, and I love where it was. Where is it here? Where is? So my task is to inspire your future with my past. I've lived through that shit, so you don't have to go through it. Stepping stones in my life, hot coals, walk with me. I love that whole line.
Yeah, that part there.
Yeah,
is
that's
fantastic.
a little bit of a teaching thing, right? Was he talking about Iggy Azalea there?
Which lyric?
Well, Iggy, yeah. Where's it down here? Sounds like I'm out of breath. Oh yeah. After pondering in the rap game as he sees it between talented MCs and successful MCs, he gets straight to the point and starts naming names, putting female rapper Iggy Azalea directly in his crosshairs.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, I mean that's a good assumption because I don't know many other Iggy's.
Yeah.
But no, that's kind of the first real deep dive into more experimental hip hop. I mean, I know you've listened to Mad Villainy and you've heard some experimental elements on stuff like Yeezus and whatnot.
Yeah.
But this is like the real kind of first dive into it, the full album that is experimental. And what do you think about it? How does it?
I think it's artistically really, really cool. Danny's very versatile in terms of his voice. I like his upper timbers when he's doing his thing. But that my favorite track on the song, you know it.
Ain't It Funny?
Ain't It Funny? I love it. I love it. I love his voice in that thing right there. I'd like to hear him also. I'd like to hear him do a track where he's switching. So he's got a little bit of a dual personality going on.
I could see, yeah.
I'd like to hear him do the lower parts, right, where he's doing his like he did in that song, and then come out with. It would be super cool to hear it, right, as a 2-person thing.
Yeah.
Right. He's talking
back and forth,
which would be really neat. Music was very, very different. Production was production wasn't what I expected when you said that, the production is killer. The production really was good, but it wasn't like wow. Like there's a couple of elements where I wish there was drums in there, right?
I see.
It just to play off of his flow, I think it would have enhanced it a little bit. Even just small little drum bits, right? There was a big section of one of the tracks that just needed him. He
Something.
just needed something, just whatever in there, just even a kick and a fucking side stick.
Yeah. When I say that the production on here is a highlight for me, I mean in the sense of the atmosphere that the production creates.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Less like, I don't mean like, there's the drums and the bass are mixed well, and there's these crazy elements of it's like more of like the production creates this atmosphere, which is undeniable. It's throughout the whole album.
Yeah,
this atmosphere.
It's for sure a dark, a very dark feeling. It fits with what he's talking about lyrically, and it's really heavily drug. You know what I mean? Like you said, like after going through this whole album now, it's like it's a heavy
drug use,
heavy
references.
duty, heavy drug use, and I hope he's okay at this point of his life. And
I think he's better, a little better now at least.
Yeah.
But I haven't. I don't follow him like his day to day.
We could ask Rough Criminal because
they're best buddies.
They're probably texting each other, right?
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah, you know what? I want to go back and actually watch that interview now because I stayed away from the Rough Criminals
interview because
it was his first 10-minute interview, right?
Yeah,
with Danny Brown. So I'd like to go back and watch that now because then I'd stayed away, so I'd like to check it out.
Cool. Well, anyway, that is the album. I know it was kind of a weird video because we had to pause halfway through, and then we had camera issues, and then it's been a long video for some reason because we chatted a lot for certain songs.
Yeah.
But with all that said, I still had fun.
I had lots of fun. We had, you know what, sitting at the side of the highway yesterday with a vehicle with cars flying by and my feet sticking out trying to fix the car. I'm just happy to be here, and this just was
back in the studio recording.
Back in the studio, safely sitting with you in some chairs, having a cold beer, and just sort of meditating and just feeling good, and listening to new music. Right. So
yeah, it's the best place to be.
I think so.
I love it here. And I hope you guys enjoyed your stay as well, hanging out with us today. We will see you soon with at least another video this month. We'll for sure have, I think we'll have another album. Oh yeah, we'll definitely have another album. It's like the 21st, so we still got until the 30th. We'll definitely have at least one more album video this month, and then I don't know what day the Baby No Money video. I don't know what day the Baby No Money interview will go up because I'm just still editing that, and then I'm going to coordinate it with him, make sure he's cool with. I'll let him watch over it.
And he's dropping an album, right?
Yeah, in October.
Yeah,
but
cool.
I think we'll post it probably, the Baby No Money video probably at the end of the month, just so it's closer to the album release.
Nice. Right on. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm very excited for everybody to see it. It was a good time.
Good interview. Good. Really, really, really nice guy.
Oh yeah,
Alex is amazing guy.
Yeah, no, he was super fun to chat with. He stayed around for what, like he was over here for, the interview was 2 hours, so he was here for about 2.5 hours.
2.5 hours, yeah,
in total, and
8 a.m. on a Saturday morning, which was
well, like there's a lot better things you could be doing at 8 a.m. on a Saturday
than
morning.
hanging out with us.
Sleeping is one of the things that. But
anything better, anything's better than sitting here in the basement with us at 8 in the morning.
Yeah,
right. We were here for 2 hours just blowing farts.
Yeah, so no, I really appreciate him for coming out, and I hope you guys enjoy the interview that comes out, because I had a lot of fun doing it, and you got it's an interview plus a reaction to some of his music.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
It's a concept that if it goes well, we're hoping we can continue doing it in the future with different artists. Yeah, that's all I have to say. So I hope you guys stay safe, take care, and we will see you very soon. Peace.
Bye-bye. Love you.